Good to see you. Just want to be here. What a crowd. This is great. Again, I can't believe this again. John Hellman. This is
So bad.
Thank you.
Oh, that's cool. It's pretty, yeah, pretty cool guys.
Congressman, this is Darnell Bailey. I know. Oh, I know, John. Good to see you.
Chair of the advisory committee.
Oh, fantastic. Well, Joel, thank you so much. And I enjoyed reading it. I couldn't wait to see John today, too, so this is good.
Hey.
Hi, how are you? Hey, good to see you. Joel, thanks so much. Good to see you. Service here.
And I think you know these two, Sharon and Kevin. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And again, just so proud of our honorary consul. And I was speaking to some people last night who are investing in Barney. So this is good. And Mr. How you doing?
Good to see you.
Oh my gosh.
Morning, Congressman.
Hey, good to see you, Benjamin. Hey, Joe Wilson. Good to see you. Best wishes too. Oh, goodness, all these. Hey, Joe Wilson.
Mike Fitz, Public Business Corp. Good to see you again.
Sure, good to see you again, Mike.
Thanks.
Hey, Joe Wilson. Good to see you. Like your lanyard.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And Joe, I do what you're telling me to do.
Well, we've got some remarks.
Oh, goodness. See,
that was
you
good.
and the key thing was, thank you. So,
You have number shots.
It says 1998.
Yes, sir.
721.
Yes, sir.
I didn't want to deny John that opportunity.
Right there. If you wanted to refer to it.
No, the
We could have handmade signs off the class up there, John, like a lot of local rallies too.
No political.
Yeah, I understand.
Hey, I do what Joe said. Joe and God.
Well, John Denise, would you come introduce the congressman, please, sir?
Sure.
Your building and.
Okay. So I didn't have anything prepared for this, but
Wow.
it's our pleasure to welcome Congressman Joe Wilson here, who's our congressman from our district, and he's been very proactive in reaching out to the incubator, which is the USC Columbia Technology Incubator that helps growing or companies that have just launched, helps them grow and concentrate their efforts and their resources on things other than overhead. The incubator played a vital role in the growth of advanced automation consulting, and so we're always happy to do anything that we can with the incubator, and we were thrilled to hear Congressman Wilson's office setting up a liaison, I guess what he's going to announce here today, to help incubator companies do business with the federal and state government. So with that, I give you Congressman Wilson.
And John, thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, you don't need to come inside. I feel like we're in two rooms, please. And but I'm just so grateful to be here, and I want to give recognition to the indeed the USC Columbia Technology Incubator system and the success of it. And I want you to be aware, Joel. Thank you for your leadership. But a person who truly has brought this to my attention is Don Tomlin, and Don is right here. And so Don is just such a champion for developing small businesses in the throughout our community of the Midlands and really across the state of South Carolina. And in particular, AAC, John, I want to thank you and congratulate you on being a Paul Harris Fellow too. You have your badge on, and so we have one of the leaders of Rotary here. So it's very appropriate, in fact, that I'm very grateful to announce the liaison from our congressional office, and I don't see him right now, but there he is. Look, please come over. So, but I'm very grateful. Our district director, who is Butch Wallace. Butch is a person who so many people know, first of all, as a great community leader, a volunteer, but he's also the district director of the 2nd Congressional District Office, and my right arm here in this community. And in fact, if there's something that I know about Butch, there's one word he does not know, and that's no. And whether it be with Harvest Hope, whether it be with the Kidney Foundation, whether it be working with the medical center, with the Medical University District 2 schools, he's a person who, when people ask to get involved, he has a total inability to say no. So this is good. And he and his wife Carolyn are just so vital to the community. I'd like to point out his background too, is that he has been a board member of the Columbia Chamber of Commerce. He has been a chairman of the membership committee of District 7770 of Rotary International. He has been on the State Advisory Council of the National Federation of Independent Business, which promotes obviously job creation and policies and programs that create jobs. He is a current board member for the West Metro Rotary and has been on the Irmo Rotary. He has been one of the founding members of the Richland Northeast Council of the Chamber of Commerce. He is on the District 2 Technology Advisory Committee, so John, you'll need to work together for the schools in that area. And he's also on the South Carolina Biomass Alternative Fuel. There's so many other activities. I also am grateful to work with Butch on the Indian Waters Council of Boy Scouts of America. So Butch will be so appropriate to work, Joel, with you, with your personnel. As I was coming over, I was reading about the success of the incubator program. And the number that I couldn't wait to say, but y'all already have it focused, is 721, right here. 721 jobs. That's what's so important, and through the incubator system of providing opportunities for people such as John with AAC to develop and add personnel. And so I'm just grateful to be here and look forward to working with you as we have in the past, but with Butch designated to being our liaison. I'm just so grateful, and be happy to answer any questions, and appreciate the media being here. And you get to be in downtown Irmo. This is good. Yes.
We want to ask first about either one of you want to take the question of what a congressional liaison can do for the incubator. Is it troubleshooting? Is it pairing up federal opportunities?
I want Butch to speak. This is good, Monsieur.
I really haven't had a chance to speak to Joel or to Don about the issue yet, but I would think that my duty would be to be a liaison on their behalf to businesses who are thinking about establishing themselves in the incubator, and working on behalf of the congressman to be sure that that relationship is very positive, so that when they do enter the incubator's process, that they know what we can do to help them along with the university.
Yes, sir.
And I'd like to point out,
Joel might want to speak to that as well.
I'd like to point out too that Butch has had a background in this. He has worked with the State Farm company, and has helped at the corporate headquarters recruit persons to be agents across South Carolina, and then so he's had a business background. There's been I think very legitimate criticism of some people in Washington who have no business background at all, and so from that, no jobs have been created either. And so, but we have the exact opposite here with Butch Wallace, who has helped establish agencies across the state of South Carolina, rural communities and urban communities. As we visit different communities, it's always inspiring to me to hear Butch talk about a person who has established themselves as an agent in a small town and doing well serving the community. And Joel, be happy for you to comment too.
Please, Joel. No, come on.
You be the center, Monsieur.
Congressman, we're just so pleased that, and Butch is so pleased for our companies. Entrepreneurs are a unique group of people. They're always in a hurry. They never have enough time. They never have enough money. They never have enough of anything. And when the congressman reached out and said, We want to help the incubator companies with how to do business with the U.S. government. It is really, really important to us. There's a lot of U.S. government work that's done in the state of South Carolina. And we are just so pleased that you have taken this initiative, and thank you very much. We're looking forward to it, and I know our companies are looking forward to it. Several of them are here today, and we're hoping that they can get a picture
Oh, my honor.
with y'all
Wow.
before you leave. And I know our chair, Starnell Bates, who's the vice president of Midlands Technical College, is here today, as Don. And I know Agatha and I, the assistant director, are just really, really thrilled that you've done this. Thank you, sir.
And the relationship, Starnell, I want to thank you. The relationship, it's so positive of Midlands Tech with USC. And we know, particularly with the growth of both institutions, but particularly Midlands Tech, we have a lot of people who've lost their jobs, and they need retraining. I recently toured the airport campus of Midlands Tech, and I was with the student advisory council there, and one of the fellows of age, he was almost 40, not much age, but anyway, he was around 40, and so he had been in a company that has not done very well, and so he has, quote, begun over as a physical therapist. Well, he had to be contained. He was jumping up and down. He was so happy about his new professional career, and he was into something that with people like Don Tallman and myself, with baby boomers, physical therapy has a very bright future, and forever. And but that's an indication of how people working together in our two institutions. And so I want to thank President Sonny White and President Harris Bastides and Joel and Starnell for y'all's leadership in putting this together. And as I look around, I just am so grateful to see the different companies that are being developed, and in fact, so many of the companies I've had the opportunity to work with, including representatives we have here today from the Varna Music Festival. So of all things, who would ever imagine how creative, but we know how creative and positive the people are, and entrepreneurial, the people of the Midlands.
So you see this as a great kind of public-private partnership?
Yes.
Public resources, starting companies, and is that why you see this as such a positive thing?
It really is positive, and I've had the opportunity too to work with universities in terms of patents, energy patents in particular, how they can be developed very legitimately within the School of Engineering. And I've recently toured the facilities, and I've seen where patents can be developed, and then it becomes a public-private joint venture, and that the private company using a particular patent of innovation. I'm sure when you think of Fuel Cell South, of how with the innovations that are developed and through nanotechnology, we have so many different technologies that are being developed right here. Handheld ultrasounds are being promoted at the University of South Carolina School of Medicine. On and on. We've got innovations that are creating opportunities to for small businesses to become medium-sized businesses, actually large businesses. And I particularly get a thrill out of this. I was a real estate and corporate attorney for small businesses for 25 years, and I still am running into businesses that I helped incorporate, and several of them have done really very, very well. And so I'm just, and I was there when they were beginning with a nickel and a dime. And so it's exciting to me to see small businesses develop into